That is undoubted. No matter what he says, that is a partisan move because there is virtually no conservative that thinks that she should have been fired over that. It is only progressive activists calling for her firing. So they can say they did it for values all they want, but it seems value? Like the only values that that aligns with are those of the left.
Yep.
So, you know, back in February, we had Gina Carano getting fired from her job. She was an actress on The Mandalorian. She put out a series of they should not have been controversial. They were mainstream conservative talking points. And eventually she got fired over them. The last one that she did get fired over basically was a post saying, dehumanizing people you politically differ from, that can lead to greater evils. And we saw that when people dehumanized Jews in Nazi Germany. Now, some people said that may have been poorly worded, might not have been a good analogy. But, a recent poll that one of my contacts at the Daily Wire sent me said that 73% of Americans agree that Gina Carano should not have been fired over that post. And that poll that they did, that it went on, and it wasn't, by the way, I've seen a lot of comments saying, oh, sure, yeah, the Daily Wire just, sent this out to their email list. No, they contacted, they commissioned the poll.
73% of Daily Wire readers.
That's not what it was. So, SurveyMonkey conducted the poll, and this pollster, Neil Newhouse, it was completely scientific. There's, if you read the story on our site, we put all the data of the poll, the plus minus everything. So 73% agree she shouldn't have been fired. And also a majority of people agree that Disney is biased against conservatives and Republicans. Then on Tuesday, whether this is in response to that story or not, we don't know. But during a shareholders meeting that Disney has, an annual shareholders meeting, one of the shareholders directly asked the CEO, are you guys biased against conservatives? Why did you fire Gina Carano? And he said, well, I don't think we're necessarily left-leaning or right-leaning. We just stand up for good values. And so we put out a story today basically saying, well, the problem with that is that good values means very different thing for conservatives and liberals.
That's correct.
And when it comes to abortion, for example, back in 2019, Disney decided to align themselves with the pro-abortion advocates when they were threatening to boycott Georgia over the fetal heartbeat bill. So to them, I guess, the good values and decency and integrity, that means
baby murder,
killing preborn infants in the womb.
Right. Wonderful.
Even if they have detectable heartbeats. Yeah. And so, there's numerous other examples. They decided last year, I believe, to hire Jamel Hill and Colin Kaepernick to produce a series of television shows and movies that will promote equity and all sorts of other, basically just Black Lives Matter type propaganda.
Because Colin Kaepernick has such a strong resume in the television production field,
and of course, just like Disney, Colin Kaepernick has been politically neutral.
Right, exactly. So these are going to be very even-handed treatments of current events, I'm sure.
But
Disney was also one of the first. And I say this because you guys are too young to remember this. One of the first organizations I can ever remember organizing something like a Pride Week, and so you could go to Disney World, and it was Pride Week, and you were just surrounded by homosexual couples, and and I'm not saying that those folks should be shoved back in the closet, but when you're bringing your family to Disney World, and you're surrounded by that, and now you've got 6-year-old Susie asking questions.
Lots of questions.
Just a remarkably centrist thing for Disney to do. And this was years. This wasn't 2019. They've been doing this for years and years.
I think months ago we did write a commentary piece about one of Disney's shows having a LGBT lead character. I think did you write
a cartoon character?
Did you write that story?
Yes,
Am I right about that?
I did.
Yeah. So,
and that wasn't there. And then there was another one too that they added, and I'm gonna draw a blank, so I'm not gonna. I'm no expert. I know this sounds odd, but I'm no expert on contemporary Disney productions.
I for one am shocked.
Yeah, I know. So I'm not even gonna try and weigh in.
And then even just more so, just to get back to the point, when it comes to
glad there's somebody trying to do that. Go ahead, Michael.
I was getting myself back on track.
Yeah, okay.
Get back.
Like with cancel culture and all of that, Disney cancel culture is a left wing phenomenon. It is
100%.
progressive people pushing cancel culture, and Disney has jumped on board. 100%. They've been canceling their own shows. They canceled. We were having a debate in the newsroom over why Dumbo and why Peter Pan were canceled, and then canceling Gina Carano. That is undoubted. No matter what he says, that is a partisan move because there is virtually no conservative that thinks that she should have been fired over that. It is
Right.
only progressive activists calling for her firing. So they can say they did it for values all they want,
Right.
but it
But what
seems
value?
like the only values that that aligns with are those of the left.
Yeah.